Welcome back to a Planet Zoo video. So grateful you can join me. Happy New Year's, everyone. There's been some changes since the last video. A lot have changed. A lot has changed since the last video. And I'm excited to show you. So let's go ahead and dive down in. So, we are no longer in Highland Zoo. That is the first change. The new name of the park is going to be Cascadia Zoological Park. It's based in the state of Washington, is where it's officially going to be, let's see, located. And you can see we have changed a lot. The entrance has changed a ton. I think it's improved a lot, and yeah. So if you remember, we used to have a building that they walked through, and then it opened up into this plaza. So the plaza, this kind of plaza right here, this circular structure, is the only thing that stayed. Everything else was removed. Um, and I quite like this a lot. So the first thing you'll see is the sign there, Cascadia Zoological Park. And we added a guest relations building. So this has some bathrooms in it, some gift shops, informations. And over here is our administration building. And all this is staff rooms because I was getting a lot of complaints before I changed this. So it's all staff rooms, and then we have a little ticket booth. So you have like tickets and a membership line. And then obviously the ATM with the tickets. So yeah, you come in. I really like this entrance. I took a lot of inspiration from Smithsonian Zoo in Washington, D.C. With this entrance. I can't remember. It's not the like, it's the one that's closer to the main road. Is kind of where I took the inspiration. But you come in, there would be like little scanners, so you can see this is just like a little habitat, or the exhibit educational board, and then I put some little outlets, like you would tap in to the zoo, then that's how you would get in and out of the zoo. So you got that on both sides, and then right here, this is a new addition also, is these signs that are going to be throughout the park. So we're going to have 4 areas. We're going to have the reptile land, African plains, bear down, and the ape encounter. That's going to be the 4 areas of the park, or the zoo. And these would be zoo maps. So you have those, and then the Christmas tree, because it's still kind of the Christmas season. And then you have this is like a quick service building, and you have another one on the other side of it. And then the reptile house changed. So the reptile house used to be right here in this little spot, and I wanted it to be a little bigger. So we're going to zoom in here real fast. Let's go down in here. Let's see. So there's 3 areas. You have the South American animals, the desert biome, and then kind of just everything else is over in the other side. And so you have 4 exhibits per area that the little animals can be in. So you can see 4 of them. And then out here is kind of a larger animal. So this is going to be Galapagos turtles, is what's going here. Haven't been able to put them in yet. And then on this side is the desert biome. So there's like the 4 exhibits in here. And then these are Nile monitors is what we have in here. You can see him playing over there. And then this guy right here they're going to be the gharials and the saltwater crocodiles, so kind of 2 alligator kind of looking things. So I did get rid of the railroad. The train used to come right through here. Got rid of that. It just didn't fit this zoo. So I got rid of it, and that lodge was destroyed also in the process. Anyway, so going back up here to the front, so this is that admin building. On the back side of it here is like a little staff patio that the staff could come take their breaks in. um, which kind of transitions into this backstage area. So before, I used to have this big building that I built on a live stream. Went and removed it. It didn't fit the theme of the zoo, so I went and took it out. Um, and I replaced it with this, I think, a little bit better of a backstage. So it's like a staff keeper hut. Don't mind this habitat; it's gonna be destroyed. I had to put my pronghorn somewhere while I redid that, and we'll get over there. But yeah, so there's like different. There will be different fruits or like different things back here of the storage, and then the staff can come in here and grab some stuff for the all these exhibits for the African area. So this was taken from the inspiration. So the old African dogs, the train used to come right through here, if you remember that. And since we took it out, I opened this up and then kind of blended this in with the African dogs. And I really like this um, building for the African dogs with the pens on the back. I think it's a really cool feature. And I really like it. Over here, just kind of a quick update on these guys. I have not done a whole lot, so I didn't do anything with the hyenas or this kind of, it's called, what is this? The African Savannah 1. I didn't do a whole lot. Still trying to decide what I want to do with this back. So this is very unfinished right here, and that's why this is very unfinished back here. And then I didn't do anything with the lion exhibit either. So that's kind of all the same from the last episode. But what I did do is over here, this is probably what took the longest. And it took a long time to do this. So this building was at kind of this angle. It was more, yeah, it was off an angle. So what I had to do is I created a blueprint with the new where you can create habitat, so it takes the terrain and everything. So I did that, and I had to basically rotate it and get it in there, and then reconnect these things back up to it, and it took forever. And then I had to kind of basically integrate it back into the North American area with it being turned a little bit. So you have the reindeer, still there's reindeer, wolves, and then this is the pronghorn and the bison. I finished it, capped it off, and then I added those pens over here for the wolves. I actually really like this exhibit, so my thinking is that this would probably be closed off so that the keepers could come in, put some food on here, kind of thing. So this, they actually wouldn't come in here. They would just come into this little area, and then if they were going to transport a wolf out, they would bring it in and have it go up and in. But it's okay. So yeah, they finished. I capped this off. Didn't change anything else about the other two exhibits or the other two houses. I've already kind of showed those off. But this backstage is going to be pretty big. This is going to be animal hospital right here. This building right here is the same one as the other one, the other keeper hut. But yeah, there will be an animal hospital right here with like a quarantine and stuff like that in it. To kind of service this backstage. And then the final thing is this is going to be a pretty modern, I don't know about modern, but it's gonna look pretty cool. So it will, and then it will have a pretty big building back here to service it. But yeah, I have some pretty good ideas to bring the Himalayan bear in here, and the doll sheep is going to go in these two exhibits. And then I didn't do anything with these two exhibits. So, let me come back over here. one of the things I wanted to mention is because one of the things I've seen on the Facebook video is how do you guys design an entrance area? Um, One thing, so I took a lot of inspiration from, this is a mash between this Washington Smithsonian Zoo, this kind of portion of it, and then these two buildings right here I got from Hogle Zoo in Utah. And I kind of looked at both of them, and I knew I needed to have like a guest relations building and an admin building. Obviously, the design fitted into your own zoo, but from what I kind of have taken from zoos is you need somewhere to buy tickets. Zoos are very big into memberships, like an annual membership, that some of those proceeds go to donating to the animals and the zoo itself. Um, like you become like a donator, or you donate money to the zoo. And then somehow to scan those tickets to come actually into the zoo and have like an official entrance into the zoo comparative to this little building that comes with the park. Um, that's kind of my recommendations. It's kind of how I've seen a lot of people do it, and having your own flair. I think this is something that I am pretty happy about. This building right here is very unique. I like this little structure, but I think it also sets up a very good plaza entrance area to the zoo with the reptile house on the back side of it, kind of capping that all off. Um, so let's hurry and talk about really fast in the last couple minutes I have here with you guys where I'm going here. So if you've watched any of my other videos, there used to be a lodge right here. That lodge is going to be moved over here, and that's going to cap it off here. So the back of the lake here is the back of the zoo. So there's going to be a lodge here that it's going to be like a restaurant kind of thing, and that's the only thing going to be on that side. Right here is going to be the ape encounter. It's going to be pretty small. I know I want gorillas, orangutans, and chimpanzees, and I'm going to have it kind of be like a half circle, a very old exhibit. And that's basically it. And then there's going to be a little food eating area right here. And then the back of the zoo is going to come right around here. And then there will be a little ramp that comes up here of how you would get, of how you would get vehicles down here. And then it's kind of the same thing on this side. There will be a little ramp. I'll finish this up. I'm going to have elephants in this zoo. Don't know exactly where they'll go, so I'll have two more exhibits over here of elephants. And then zebras and giraffes are going to be the other two, so there will be three animals over there. And then it will cap off probably, like this path won't go many more places. And I think that's about it. We're getting close to wrapping this zoo up. My computer is starting to struggle with it. It takes about 5 minutes to unpause and pause the game now. So there's that. Oh, I didn't show you this. So this is kind of just a little feature. I had a little spot here that they would probably pump. This is obviously a fake waterfall. They would pump the water up here. But yeah, I think it's a really cool little piece there. Anyway, one last thing. So that's kind of where we're going. Next episode will come out, let's see. So this one's coming out today. The next one we are going to do on the 13th is going to be the next episode. So I'm going to take a little bit of break. I've been playing this pretty nonstop since I came home from LA. So I'm gonna take a little break from it. One thing I wanted to show here is the nighttime. Really worked on lighting just to kind of close out this episode. And with that, we'll also turn on snow. So I really like this. I think just it's so cool. Um, I'm really proud of this. I think this is probably the best work I've done in the Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo, either one. I think I'm really happy with this, and just how well I think some of these later exhibits and especially this area has come together. I'm just really happy with it. And I hope you guys keep coming back if you like what you're seeing with this entrance area. I hope you guys come back and continue to watch it. Um, and um, if you want to, please go back and watch some of the earlier videos and see how this changed. Um, and kind of see the progress of me learning the game and kind of going forward with that. Anyway, until the 13th, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you continue to have fun with the game. And while I continue to have fun, and continue to grow. Anyway, Happy New Year. Until next time, see ya.